Good morning. Well, it's been an early start today, and I've been in the go for about half an hour. I'm not too far away from Calendar, and we're heading up towards Fort William and Lochaber. So Lochaber is home to Ben Nevis, obviously the highest point in Scotland and the highest point in the UK. Now, Ben Nevis, it's one of the mountains, because of what it is, there's lots of people just want to go and do it, whether it's a one-off, it's a challenge, it's part of the 3 peaks or whatever. Some do it just to bag them in the nose. Well, Nevis itself is never one that's jumped out as a really must-do for me. Until a few years back, I was made aware of the CMD Arete. So I kind of got it in my head that if I ever went to do Ben Nevis, I want to do it with the CMD Arete. So what is it? The CMD Arete is a ridge that runs from Carn Mor Dearg along onto Ben Nevis from the north side. So we'll head up, it's about another 2 hours or so, and I'm heading for the North Face car park. And from there we head up onto Carn Mor Dearg, which actually translates to the Red Hill, or the Big Red Hill, and we swing round over the Arete, which I believe is got some nice exposure but some stunning views if we get them, and that's a big if. There's to be a bit of a hill fog today, clearing later on for a small while, and it's hopefully going to catch that window. So we swing then round up onto Ben Nevis, and Ben Nevis is translated to the Venomous Mountain. So as I say, this is the route. Since I'd heard about it, this is the route that's kind of made me interested in going and doing Nevis. So we're going to give it a go. On the road up, I'll try and catch a few nice views for you. We've got some stunning areas. Head up through Calendar, by Lubnig, Lochaber Head, Glen Ogle, and then it's in between Crean Larich and Tindrum. We'll have Ben Moran Stop Binnion to the left hand side of the road, head up round Ben Terrain, along by Loch Tulla, Rannoch Moor, and up round into Glencoe. So there's some phenomenal areas to see just the way up here itself. It's a drive that I love, a drive that I've done many times, whether just for a day out, a holiday, fishing, walking. But there's one thing for sure, you never get tired of it. So we'll see what it's like today. Clear skies at the moment. For how long I don't know, but on we go. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Well, that's me in the North Face car park, and I'm just getting ready to head up onto Carn Mor Dearg, and then across the Arete onto Ben Nevis. So I've just got a wee cup of tea. I've just had a roll there. Got that out of the station. There's a lot of people walking about scratching their heads because there's no trains today with a strike. So some poor sods with tickets to get to Glasgow, and they're going to have to try and get the bus or hitch, or it's a long walk back down the West Highland Way again, isn't it? But no, I'm looking forward to this. It's the weather's a wee bit better than I expected. There's meant to be a bit of hill fog in that. At the moment it's not there. Whether it comes or not, I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll post in after I get the boots and that on and start heading up the hill a little. I'll give you a look at the views of the north face of Ben Nevis. Alright. Well, that's me. I'm about 25 minutes, half an hour into today's hike. I left the North Face car park, just broken through the trees, and this is my view. That's looking up onto the north face of Ben Nevis, which since passing through Fort William's got a wee misty cap on it. Hopefully that'll clear as the morning goes on. But that's the first one to conquer. That's Carn Mor Dearg. We got onto the top of that, and then we swing down the Arete and onto Nevis. But it's very, very warm this morning. It's hardly a breath of wind. In fact, there's not a breath of wind, to be honest. No midges, or very little, which is a bonus. But the views since breaking the trees are phenomenal. So it really is lovely. But how is that? Now that is quite impressive, isn't it? It'd be a damn sight more impressive without the mist. But there we go. Okay, I'll come back on closer to the top of the Carn Mor Dearg. Well folks, that's 10:30. I've dragged myself onto the top of the first Munro. Spin you round. There it is there. Top 'em out. So, I'd love to tell you the views are beautiful, but you can maybe just make it out there, a wee break in the clouds. But Ben Nevis is looking fantastic, as you see. It's this is the route I've come up there. That's a fair pull. Next I'm heading down that way. That takes you on to the Arete. This is actually the start of the Arete now from here, and it's a swing right round onto the face of Ben Nevis, and a last pull to top, which again is a fair pull. There's wee breaks in the clouds coming and going. If I get one, I'll stop and try and get some decent pictures and post them. But as it is just now, that's me, 1220 metres, top of the first one. So it's actually, you can just spin you around there. That's the Arete starting to come into view there. So here's hoping we'll get another few pictures, but I'll go just now. Well, that's me back again. I'm well more than half of the way over the CMD Arete. I'll spin it around and give you a view in a wee second. The clouds have started to break. You can see that over my shoulder there. As I spin you around, that's looking down onto the River Lochie and Corpac. Down in the glen there, I don't know if you'll see it, just down about there, you'll see the CIC Memorial Hut. That's one of the Scottish Mountaineering Clubs, Bothies. So up there is the Ben, that's where I'm going. That's the rest of the way along the Arete. And as I spin you around this way, that's where I came from. So that's Carn Mor Dearg up there. That's looking down into Ben Nevis and up onto the ring of steel there. Pretty sure right through there in the distance round about there is Ben Nevis stop binning. You can just see them from everywhere. It's nuts. Absolute nuts. So that'll probably be the Glen Lyon and Lord's ranges over there. And that's in my moors. But there's a couple of folk in front of me actually. One, if I can get my finger in, round about there, and another one round about there. So, but blue sky, hey, eventually. Hopefully it'll just lift so I can get views for the top. But it's pretty special. So, Nevis's north face. How impressive is that, eh? My goodness. So, give you one last wee spin round. Right, see you at the top. Well folks, that's me done it. I'm on the top of Nevis. The top's actually quite busy. I'm about maybe 50 metres away from the summit cairn and the observatory. I'll spin you around. As you see, it's pretty busy, pretty misty, but that CMD was good. The cloud broke, I got a few views. Passed a few folk on the way up. Such a shame it's not clear, but we'll get a wee photo up at a trig point and wait in the queue. Just like everybody, I'll tell you, that pull for the end of the CMD up onto the Ben, my goodness, I was blowing it right out my arse. That was tough going. That was actually worse than the rest of it put in together. That last sort of 200 metres, but anyway, I've done it. I'll get a few pictures where I can and that'll do me. Well, there it is, Ben Nevis.